Friends, I am Professor V.P. Saxena, former Vice Chancellor and Professor of Jivaji University, Gwalior. Also worked as a visiting scientist at the University of Cambridge under the mentorship of Sir James Lytle. And also I have worked in the department where Professor Stephen Hawking was very much present there, and I was highly inspired by him. At present, I am advisor at the Sagar Group of Institutions or the Sage Group Bhopal, and I encourage faculty members to go for advanced research which is concerned with the real life problems. As my area is biomathematics or use of mathematical modeling in biological sciences, I have published number of papers and guided PhDs in the area of mathematical physiology, mathematical blood circulation, mathematical epidemiology, or the study of infectious diseases. So as we know nowadays, we are facing this problem very seriously. All over the world, the coronavirus is spreading like anything. Many countries are under the grip of this corona or COVID-19. Today I will show you with the help of simple mathematics and ordinary equations that how we can construct the models which can predict the spread of this disease. I may remind you that the policy makers in our country and outside, they are using this mathematical modeling for the study of coronavirus. I may remind you, yesterday the editorial in Times of India was about the epidemiology. That is nothing but the mathematical study of infectious diseases. Like that, the scientists at ICMR and AIIMS, etc., they have also quoted several times about the use of mathematical modeling in the study of coronavirus. So I will show you some equations, how to generate these equations and how to develop these equations for infectious diseases. And gradually we can change these equations and modify these equations in the form which are applied to coronavirus.
Friends, so now we start discussion on mathematical modeling of infectious diseases with a special reference to COVID-19 or coronavirus spread. This subject is not new. It goes back to early 20th century when Professor Kermack and Professor McKendrick, they modeled certain infectious diseases and used some statistics also. Later on, Sir Ronald Ross, who was Governor General of Africa and also a mathematician, modeled the spread of malaria in that continent. Because malaria is caused by the mosquito, so that infection is of different kind. But other diseases which are caused from person to person contact are different. And that way, coronavirus falls in this second category also when the infection is person to person. We already know that our government is using this data from the epidemiology for the control of coronavirus spread. We have heard the statements of our experts in ICMR and other agencies. The Times of India also gave an editorial in which he has mentioned about the epidemiology in reference to the coronavirus. So now we start discussing the models. And before models, I will give you the idea of the notations which we have used in our mathematical terms. HT is the population of healthy persons at time t, and IT is the population of infected persons at the same time. This time t may be in hours, in days, in months, and sometimes in years also. But in corona, generally we are concerned about the time in days and months. Now we take different types of models. First type is when long-term infection is there with no death or no removal. In that case, the disease is lasting for a long time. So we can consider that for many days and many months it is lasting. And the rate of change of healthy persons is denoted by dH by dt. This is the change of population change of the healthy persons in unit time. Similarly, rate of change of infected persons in di by dt. This is the rate of change of infected persons in unit time. So we can write the first equation as dH by dt is equal to minus Chi. Here H is, as we know, is the population of healthy person, I is the population of infected person, and C is the contact parameter. The C determines everything: the type of the population, the type of the demography, the area to which they are confined, and so on. And we assume there is no influx of persons or no outflux of persons. So the people, they are confined to that particular area. Similarly, di by dt is Chi. The loss of healthy persons is the gain of infected persons. So this term is plus. And I have already discussed what is C. It is the contact parameter. And I must be at least 1 in the beginning. When time is 0, there must be at least 1 infected person, then only the disease will spread. So now we come to the next model, in which infection is for short period and there is recovery for the infected persons. At the same time, it is not fatal. So the infected persons who are recovered, they are joining the group of healthy population also. So equations we can write as dH by dt is equal to minus Chi plus Ri. R is the recovery parameter. So these many patients who are recovered, they are joining the group of healthy persons. So in unit time, this is the number which is joining this group. Similarly, di by dt is equal to Chi minus Ri. So Ri is the recovery, of the infected persons. And this, as we have seen earlier, that this group is joining the group of healthy persons. Or R, as we have already said, it is the recovery parameter. Initially, when time is 0, di by dt is 0 if H0 is R upon C. Because di by dt will become 0 if H is R upon C. When it is less than 0, then the infection will be faster. Less than 0, and if H0 is less than R upon C, then this is faster. And at the same time, if another case, if it is greater than 0 or H0 is greater than R upon C, the infection will be more. So the speed of the infection will be higher and higher if H0 is greater than R upon C. Next is when infection with mortality. Mortality means there is no recovery of the infected person. There are certain diseases like AIDS where there is no recovery of the infected person. So the first equation in that case will be dH by dt is equal to minus Chi. In this case, there is no recovery, so no positive term. In the second equation, we have dH by dt is equal to Chi minus Mi. M is the mortality rate. So the number of infected persons are reducing because of the mortality. So the mortality equation dm by dt is equal to Mi. M is the population of the dead persons or removed persons. Initially we have there is no mortality when time starts. So M0, which is M0 is 0. Then fourth case is when infection with recovery and mortality both. This is very close to corona. When there is recovery of infected persons as well as there are deaths. So in this case, the equations will be dH by dt is equal to minus Chi plus Ri. So Ri is again recovery parameter. So this is the number of recovered persons in unit time. And di by dt Chi minus Ri, the recovered persons which are going to the group of healthy persons, minus Mi, the number of dead persons in unit time. M is the mortality parameter. So number of mortality persons is M. So dm by rate of change of mortality person is equal to mi. And we know initially if H is equal to R upon C plus M upon C, then there is no change in the number of infected persons. So di by dt, and same implications for these assumptions. Then we come to the next model. So now we discuss the last two cases. Fifth case is when population is divided into two age groups. This is very close to the coronavirus spread or the COVID-19 spread, because we find in corona the danger is more for the persons who are above 50 years or 60 years. We find many cases even above 50 years also. While for younger people, the chances of recovery are more. So in this case, we divide the population in two age groups. One is the healthy population of younger persons, that is HY. This is the population of younger healthy persons who are less than or equal to 50 years. Second one is HO, which is the population of old persons higher than 50 years of age. And this total population of healthy person is HY plus H0. Similarly, total population of infected person is IY plus I0. In earlier case it is HY plus HO, while in second case it is IY plus IO. And the equations are dHy by dt is equal to minus CHY plus RIY. This case considers the recovery of younger persons. Not all the younger persons are recovered, but this factor denotes the number of the recovered persons from the younger age group, while dHo by dt is minus CHOI. In this case, we find that there is no recovery. So, older persons, it is assumed that if the older persons are infected, they are not surviving. So that's why these are the two equations. Similarly, we have for infected person diy by dt is equal to CHYI minus RIY. As we have said that there is recovery of younger persons. So this is the recovery term for the younger persons. And then the equation for infected person for the older age group is di0 by dt is equal to CHO DIO over dt is equal to CHOI. This is the number of infected persons in old population and minus MIO. This is the mortality of the older persons. So there is no recovery, nobody is going to this group and there is no recovery. But the mortality equation is dm by dt is equal to MIO. So this is the mortality equation. This also we can analyze mathematically for stability and see the pattern, what are the relations between C, R and M to see whether the infection is increasing or decreasing or how many persons are dying and so on. So a lot of mathematics is involved for this study. Then we come to the last model, which is very, very close to the present crisis, that is the spread of coronavirus. In this case, mortality is in both the age groups. We find mortality is in younger age group as well as in older age group also. Earlier case, there was no death in younger age group and all the recovered persons were joining the age group, the population of the healthy young persons. But in this case, there is mortality in both the cases. We also find it in the news that even younger persons are also dying. Although several of them, they are recovered also.
Yes, there may be the deaths may be less in this case in comparison to the old population, and recovery may be more. There are more chances of recovery in this particular case. So we can write this dHy by dt is equal to minus Chy plus Ry. So this is the term for the recovery of the younger persons. Then dHo by dt, the rate of change of older population, is minus Choi plus Roi0 So this in this case the recovery is there, but comparatively this ROIO may be less in comparison to RYIY in percentage wise. So both the cases there are recoveries, but more recoveries in younger population in comparison to old population. Then for infected persons we have DIY over dt is equal to CHYI minus RYIY. So this is the group which is recovered from the infections, and they have joined the group of healthy young persons. And then minus MYIY, this is the group which is not present, and there is mortality in this particular group. So this shows the mortality of the younger population, while the fourth equation is DIO over dt, that is the rate of change of old population, infected old population, is CHOI, because both are causing the infection to this age group, the old infected persons and young infected persons. So that's why we have written I only, and then we have R0 IORO. RO is the parameter for the rate of recovery of the rate of recovery of old population, minus MOIO. MO is the mortality parameter of the infected old population. So that's why it is IO. And the last one is the equation for mortality, that is dMy dt is equal to MYIY plus MOIO. So the total deaths are included in this particular factor. So we can now construct, we have already constructed the model. We can now analyze this model for various cases, and these cases may be that it depends, the recovery depends on the treatment also, separation of the populations like lockdown and other thing, implementation of isolation of the persons, and also migration also. Some persons, they are migrated from one area to another area. So this M does not mean always the mortality, it may mean migration also from the infected area to non-infected area. So friends, this is the last model, and as we have, as I said, it is this model, last model, is very close to the actual model of corona, and this model will help in so many ways. If we analyze this model, we can find out our policy for the treatment. We can find out the policy for the deployment of health workers. We can find out our policy for quarantine and so on. So that's why this is the last model, and I invite all the younger researchers, maybe from any area, not necessarily from mathematics also, because this mathematics is graduation mathematics for engineering or pharmacy or BSc or BCom or any other such professional degree. So this model can be studied by the persons. And we can do one more thing, that first we found out, because corona is already there for the last 3-4 months. So we find the solutions and analysis of this model for last 3-4 months. And our results match with the results achieved in the field, then we can say our model is very good model. and there may be a marginal change, but I think apparently we can say that our model is very good, and then we can apply this model to the future cases, because the corona is still prevailing and still there are many deaths, many recoveries. So with this I close, and of course I should thank for my daughter Bhavanjali, who is MTech Biomedical Engineering, for editing this talk. Thank you very much.